Hey there everybody, it's WeeVCompChimp, Weevy here. So in this tutorial, after too many requests on my email, WeeVCompChimp@hotmail.com, I finally decided to make this because I wasn't feeling well for a couple of days because I had some kind of flu, and it's now good. So let's get started. What I'm going to teach in this tutorial is how to render Mental Ray in 3ds Max. Most of you wouldn't have heard of that. It's someone who's like into 3D for a long time, and he might be aware of this thing, but the one who is like beginner to the Photoshop or some kind of web designing, graphic designing stuff, he will be saying, "Oh, what the heck? What the heck is that? What the heck is doing there?" So this is about Mental Ray. What is Mental Ray? Mental Ray is a render, or you can say a material editor, which makes your project or your content more realistic. For example, there are three kinds of render in 3ds Max. There's Mental Ray, there's Scanline, and there's Viewer render. The most of you, or the most of the graphic designers, will always go for the Mental Ray, because Mental Ray is like meant to make things more realistic, where V-Ray doesn't. V-Ray, I'm not really sure because I haven't tried it yet. So V-Ray is now like better than the Mental Ray. So what does Mental Ray do? It adds global illumination to your, as we do in what do you say, Cinema 4D. It does the same function. It adds some kind of global illumination which makes your text or content look adorable, or you say marvelous. So let's get started. Open Autodesk 3ds Max, whatever version you have. So now I'm not going to teach how to model. If you want to know how to model, just go and run a search on YouTube. There's an option for you. Go to youtube.com/VBCompHelpWeevy and check out his 3ds Max training, and it was just awesome. He did an awesome job. I would really appreciate him because he made some of the beginners, or most of the beginners, even I was a beginner when his tutorials weren't released, even I was a beginner, and he did a marvelous job. Just go and check out his tutorials. But in this tutorial, I'm not going to cover the modeling except the rendering. So go ahead, I'm going to open my project, which I had created. There you go. For example, the chair modeling. I did this chair modeling just for mental load testing. So there you go. And how do you do it? If you just create materials, you're gonna get some kind of default color of our materials. That will be those. So we don't want this thing actually. What we want here is the Mental Ray materials. Press M on your keyboard, and when you're like into 3ds Max, and sorry for that, click on the standard key. Now you will never see this kind of options which I have right here until you change your render to Mental Ray. For example, I'll just go ahead and show you how to change it. Production. Okay, first of all, go to the render setup right there, render setup right there, and then make sure you type the size correctly. That's after rendering. That's for rendering, I guess. Yes. Now there you go. Go to assign render, and then click on the production. Productions has three kind of one selected, and two of them are there. Default Scanline render and VUE file render. Because I haven't tried this VUE file render, so I'm not really pretty much sure what it is. So we're just gonna go for the Mental Ray render. So close. Now the Mental Ray render wouldn't work until you add some lights to your project. And if you want this thing in details, again, go to WeeVCompHelpWeevy's channel. He did he explained everything for that. So go ahead, check out his channel for that. But now I'm not going to show how to play with lights. I'm just going to show how to put lights. So go ahead and click on this systems and then daylight, and add it somewhere, and you see that has gone dark. Done. Okay, now what you can do is go ahead, do the modifiers and change these to sunlight to the MR sun, and the skylight to the MR sun, and make sure the shadows are on, and make sure the softness set to 0.8 because we want 0.8. So I'm not gonna add one more light because I already have edited well. There we go. Now how do you get the materials right there? If you see here, even my floor, my walls, my wall and everything here has gray color except this wall right here. Let me just check this wall. Okay, I'm gonna check it later. How do you add materials to it? Hit M on your keyboard when you have changed it to the mental render, and you would see some kind of options like this. Again, I would refer to VB-Compile VB to just check how do you make materials for him, for your document or whatever. So, how to render as mental way. First of all, you want to make a glossy thing. Go ahead, select it, click on this turret button right there, and choose what do you want. But in case we want this one right there, so click on the arc and design MI. There you go. Now let's add a teapot to our project right there. I'm hitting M and then just drag and drop it to the teapot. Now this is how it works. Now when you're pretty much done with it, go ahead and go ahead to render settings. I'm gonna render it out from to my desktop. And for that, to make your things more realistic, you will need materials which you will find at Google Images. You just need the images, or you can just capture them yourself. Just need the images, and the 3ds Max is going to work the rest for you. Okay, so testing out. Done. JPEG file, and start rendering this thing up. Because I'm making a video, so this thing would go slow right now, but it'll be fine. Let me just pause the video so you guys won't have to move that much. And it is almost done here. It's done now. Now let's go ahead to our desktop and just check whether it has rendered out perfect or not. Okay, the shadows, we just made them to 0.8, and then the wall, I just got this texture from Google Images, the table texture, even this legs of the table, I just made them actually in 3ds Max. I'm not going to show them. Sorry. I'm not going to show how to make them because it's not a modeling tutorial, I would say. It's just a rendering tutorial. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it. And there's one tip for you. Make sure you close all of your applications while you're rendering it in Mental Ray. So you would be smart enough to you would already know this thing. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and like my video, because I need subscribers, and I ain't increasing my subscribers anymore, so I need your subscriptions. So thank you for watching this video.